Welcome back, everyone. All right. Yeah, so I coordinated. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have the third, well, the throwback, the retro reverse, which I consider to be kind of a third jersey. And same logo on everything. Hat, jersey, there you go. All coordinates. There you go. All right. So this was a much better game than the score might tell you. It's not very often that a 1-0 game is as exciting as this one was. A lot of opportunities for both teams. And honestly, this is the first of 4 straight matchups between these teams, and I'm here for it. This shows you that there are some teams that can play at that next level, and Colorado and Vegas both played at that next level today. So let's jump into this. Grubauer, back after the 11-day break. I thought Colorado looked pretty good for having 11 days off. McKinnon was in. Not prominent in this game, though. I thought Vegas shut him down pretty well. Gold Vegas jerseys were on display, but I wore the gold Vegas jersey yesterday, so I thought, no, I'll wear the red one today. Early Vegas power play. Smith had a chance, was denied. Avs did kill it off. Fleury then denied Burakovsky as the Avs pushed. And honestly, this was a very back-and-forth game. Like it just felt like both teams had an equal amount of opportunities. 4:34, high stick puts Vegas back on the power play, which felt important. It was like, okay, so Vegas getting back-to-back power plays, and looking at what happened in the Pittsburgh-Washington game, I thought, are we going to see something? And what we see is a post for Pacioretty off the face-off. Dangerous-looking power play, however, the Avs did kill it off. Vegas would then get their pressure after, and Kolesar was denied. He really wants that first goal, and it's to the point where I think Keegan Kolesar and Matthias Brome need to get together on Zoom and talk about their struggles with trying to get that first goal. Brome, of course, out of Detroit, and I'm feeling bad for both of these guys right now. Vegas defended the Avs' chances at the half, and again, back and forth action. Both teams generating opportunities. The Avs' fourth line was pressuring. Saad almost had one. Fleury was in the zone again. But the Avs' fourth line was pressuring. So was their third. The third and fourth line, that bottom six for Colorado was very impressive today. Vegas was then forced to ice it. And then Gilbert with one of those WTF turnovers coming out in front of his own net. One of those, what you doing there? And it didn't go in, but then the Avs were forced to ice it after that. Both defenses made it feel like first goal was going to win. And I had that in the first period. Like, okay, this is so well played defensively. First goal may win it. Marchessault had a fast break that went high, and Grubauer with some saves with just the 1 minute left. So we go to the second period. It's early in the second period. Pacioretty from White Cloud at 1:38. 1-0 for Vegas, and then Colorado tried to answer right away. Things get kind of scrummy after Coughlin was hit, and I know that there was some desire for a penalty to be called, but this was a game that didn't have a lot of penalties. Clearly, this was a referee that decided, I'm going to let these guys play and decide the game on their own. Nichushkin nearly tied it. The Avs pressed. Fleury made some more saves. I want to say, too, when the referee puts the whistle away like that, you get a lot more flow in the game. And comparing this game with the game earlier today, although it wasn't called as tightly as some of the other games Hebert's called lately, you can notice the difference in the flow of the game when you're not getting all those penalties. Grubauer denied White Cloud on a shot that could have made it 2-0. O'Connor before that had a chance that was saved. I thought O'Connor had a good game. Nichushkin, really good game. Dries was noticeable at points in this game as well. Magna had a chance. Vegas was forced to take a penalty. So Avs get their power play, the only one they had in the game. And then shorthanded, Stevenson with a shorthanded pass. And this was off of a play that Stone stole the puck. So Stone has another really good 200-foot game in this one. Doesn't end up getting on the score sheet. He doesn't need to. Stone does not need to score goals, points in order to be useful for Vegas. The Avs penalty led to 30 seconds of 4-on-4. Vegas gets power play after that. Carlson tried to will a power play goal in. He went into what I call, beast mode when a guy has the puck on his stick and it's just, all right, so he's taking it to the net. Nobody's going to stop him. But the Avs did defend that out. The Avs then pressed with 6 minutes left. Haig with a stick break. But then he played a little bit of soccer. Nick Haig showing I can just kick it out. He did. So good on him. Very often we'll see where the player that has the broken stick, it suddenly causes chaos. And then it ends up in your net. Not in that case. Smith fanned on a chance as the teams were trading chances back and forth. Vegas presses with 3 minutes left. and Grubauer with more saves. Last minute, Vegas gets chances. Avs were somehow only down 1-0 at that point because Vegas, late in that period, had control of the game. So we go to the third period. The shots are close. The game is close. And again, this is one of those games that if you're not watching it, because, well, I'm in Canada, I'm just watching Canadian teams, you missed this. You missed this, and you should feel bad about yourself. Back and forth action early in the third. Fleury making big saves. Avs hit the post. Avs had a 2-on-1, and then it goes the other way. Grubauer stopped a chance for Waugh. The Avs then press at 5 minutes. Like, this was just, it was a back and forth game. No goals to put on the board, but a lot of action going on both ends of the rink. Vegas pushes back at 8 minutes. Lots of chances considering this game was only 1-0. Byram. They talked about Byram and they isolated on him. Defensively, Bowen Byram's game is getting better from game to game. And this is why when people look at a rookie defenseman and they say, oh, he's not playing very well. Like, for instance, you know, right now you look at Quinn Hughes or you look at sometimes Rasmus Dahlin in Buffalo. They'll have a bad game. You go, see, no, he's not very good. It takes a long time to learn the defensive side of the game. And especially at the National Hockey League level, defense, you can have a bad game offensively as a forward and it's okay because it's not necessarily a huge deal. But when a defenseman has a bad game, it ends up in the back of the net. And so it's a big difference right there. And you can't bury a defenseman as well as you can bury a forward. So for Byram, he's played through some of the poor games, and I think he's getting better. I really do. Keep in mind, Colorado tonight was without Makar. Vegas was without Theodore. And this was still a dynamic game with chances at both ends. So, Martinez blocked a shot from Saad. Looked like that hurt. Fast game and really solid defense. And there were about 30 shot blocks altogether in this game. There was a lot of shot blocking going on. Coughlin nearly deflected one in. Would have been interesting to see if that had gone in the net, if that would have been with a high stick. But doesn't matter. Grubauer makes the save on that one. Smith and Carlson on a 2-on-1 just misfires. The Avs really seem to miss Makar on the point, where you need Makar back there on some of these plays as they're getting those pushes. They just didn't have the player they need back there. No offense to any of the other defensemen, but without Makar, it makes a big difference. Belmar was then denied by Fleury. How amazing would it have been if Belmar had scored against his former team there? Doesn't happen. 3 minutes left. Vegas presses, and Haig shot wide. The goaltender gets pulled with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. And then I thought Devon Taves kind of got away with one, where Stevenson's coming out. He's got a clear shot at the empty net. And Taves, to me, it looked like he just took him down. Now, to me, the referee has the right to say if they think that was going to be an empty net goal to just award a goal. They didn't. They also didn't call a penalty on that either. Which, again, considering the way that the rest of the game was called, kind of makes sense. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't call something there. But Vegas holds on. Colorado gets in the zone. They buzzed around a lot. Could not get that goal. So Vegas wins at 1-0. They go to 10-2-1. Colorado drops to 7-4-1. If this is a future playoff series between these two teams, yeah, please. Yes, please. These teams match up very, very well against each other. And it'll be amazing to see how that turns out. Shots in this one. 9 apiece in the first, 11-9 in the second in favor of Colorado, 10-6 Colorado in the third. Final shots 30-24 for Colorado. Power plays, Colorado 0 for 1, Vegas 0 for 3. Grubauer saved 23 out of 24. Very good night, but he was overshadowed by Marc-Andre Fleury. Shutout, gold pads, all that other wonderful stuff. 30 saves, his second shutout of the season, and the 63rd of his career. So Marc-Andre Fleury comes up big. And the Vegas Golden Knights win this one at home. As I said, the first of 4, which includes, of course, the game in Tahoe, which is, a week from today? That should be a lot of fun. So, nice to see Colorado come back. I know they aren't 100% back. There were players that missed this game. Jost wasn't in there. Gerard wasn't in there either, right? So, they weren't 100%, but they still had a very good game. They had their chances, and Fleury just wasn't allowing anything in. So there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below regarding this game. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just tapping upon this video. It's going to get busy from here. Tomorrow we got 10 games, and the number of games per day is going to go up a lot as we get towards the end of the week because all 31 teams should be back at it, and, knock on wood, we're done with the whole shutting teams down. That's my hope. Again, knock on wood. Let's hope. I can't knock on wood. Okay. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.